to another live stream watch long reaction. Tonight we are reacting to Inter Miami CF versus Toronto FC in MLS 2024 Week 25. The first of the final 10 for Toronto FC this season in the league, of course. They still have the second leg of the Can Champ semifinal, the 2 Leagues Cup matches, maybe a playoff match, who knows. But we'll find out. But Toronto versus Miami is what we're talking about tonight. No Messi, no Busquets, no Suarez, at least for the start of the game. He's going to be on the bench, but he ain't starting. So it's very interesting, I think. Very interesting. Toronto does get Larea and Oso back to play this match. They are starting. But for Miami, in goal, Drake Callender. The back four, Jordi Alba, Sergei Kritsov, Tomas Aviles, Ian Fry. The midfield three of Federico Redondo, Yannick Bright, Matias Rojas, Diego Gomez, Leo Campana, Julian Gressel. Suspended. Busquets is suspended on a red card. And Weingart was suspended as well. Kromashki is on international duty at the Olympics with the USA. Farias, Messi, and Friere are injured. So that's a lot of their best players. I mean, yeah, they still have Alba and Suarez on the bench, but this is a more weaker side. That's the good news. Toronto FC in goal, Sean Johnson, the back three, and Nixon, Gomes, Kevin Long, Raul Petretta. Of course, the new kid isn't here yet that they just signed. The midfield four of Richie Larea, Davy Flores, Jonathan Osorio, Federico Bernardeschi, Derek Etienne Jr., DeAndre Kerr, Lorenzo Insigne up top. We might have a chance. We do have a chance, I believe. Let me look at the Alan Moso goal. Let me go ahead and look at that once I get the Rumble stream completely up. Go ahead. Should be on Liga MX's Reddit. Shouldn't be hard to watch. I thought I saw a highlight already, but not long. He's going to give a foul. As long as he doesn't get eliminated or red carded. Red carded. It's okay, personally. Let's see. Liga MX's Reddit. So I do have a favorite. Okay. There it is. Okay. The game where they lost 6-1, he got a red, Alex. I said red card. Why do you have to ask twice? All right. Still waiting for that. Yakamaki's goal. Where the hell is the Alan Moso goal? No. Really? You would think. Trying to find it. I'm just going to go freaking search it then. Well, Cal better than Bernardeschi. You're wrong. You're wrong. Querétaro. There it is. Okay. Here it is. Oh! That was a good run. Really good run. Game starting. O'Neal or long. But that was a good run by Moso. Wasn't a banger, but good run. Very good run. I like it. I won't call it a golazo, but it was a good run. And we're off, ready to go. I wouldn't call it a golazo, but it was a good run. Miami versus Toronto in Miami, Florida, Chase Stadium, Fort Lauderdale. Went from right back to striker. What a run. I don't think it's a golazo, but it's a good run. There's a difference. But great run. I wish a Toronto player could make that run. Well, Richie Larea could, but I don't know if he could finish that like Mozo did. Richie can make that run. He would just probably get a penalty instead. Probably, yeah. Toronto sitting in 8th place with 27 points. If they win, they'll be at 30 points. If they draw, they'll be at 28. If they lose, they'll stay at 27, which might get them knocked out of a playoff spot if they lose this match. So you want them to get... I agree with that. Starting 11 for Miami: Calendar, Alba, Kritsov, Aviles, Fry, Rojas, Bright, Redondo, Gomez, Campana, Gressel. Toronto has to take advantage of this 11 to score. They need to score on this 11. If they don't, and Suarez comes in, I have a bad feeling it's going to be like the Uruguay game for Canada. Johnson, Petretta, Long, Gomes, Larea, Flores, Osorio, Bernadeschi, Insigne, Etienne Jr., DeAndre Kerr. Cincinnati still on top. Yep, top of the league, not just the top of the East. They're top of the league with 48 points. And they're playing Chicago tonight. So, but if Cincinnati wins and we beat Miami, that'll make Cincinnati go 4 clear if they win their match, which I think they will. Like, as a golazo, yes. As the play, I'm not so sure. Leo Campana, player to watch. Did he shave his head and go blonde? When did this happen? He honestly should have never left, but that's just my opinion. Bernadeschi is the player to watch for Toronto, and he will be at the All-Star game unless he gets... If he's healthy through these next 2 matches, he will be at the All-Star game next week, midweek, which is nice. Against Liga MX, and we'll find out that he's better than Piojo Alvarado. Miami wearing pink, Toronto wearing their home kits. Richie Larea is back. His first match for Toronto since February. Of course, he played at the Copa, but could Ochoa come to TFC? He wouldn't, but we got Sean Johnson, so what's the point? What's the problem? What's the problem? We got Sean Johnson. It's all good. It's all good. Nice. That would be a good chant. Seems a bit, well, I don't know. I kind of feel like for a certain group that's a little bit too basic, but, you know, rumors going on, Ochoa going to Espanyol. I'm not surprised. Remember the Vancouver game? What, the 4-0 that they had? Of course I remember it. Pretty much. I mean, hey, that's kind of a cool, be like, I'm great at World Cups, but then I'm relegated in regular seasons. The duality of man. I like it. I honestly like it. He's going for the duality of man. I like it. Once these ads are over, we'll be moving on. I wish you could see the match on free TV. I'm in Germany. It's the middle of the night, but here I am trying to see the match somehow. Yeah, here's the thing about Apple. The bad news is Apple's very hard to stream free. I know this because of the baseball games. I think they probably went option B, but it sounds like Wingo is the better option anyway, as far as I can tell. So they might have dodged a bullet, sort of. Not saying it's a bad one, but they definitely. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ugh. Well, hey, Canada's still going to be the best team in CONCACAF then. Vasco Aguirre is not going to be the flex you think it is, one. Second of all, Piojo becomes the American coach. Yeah, Canada's dominating CONCACAF. Vasco Aguirre is not him. He's honestly better than Petretta, to be totally honest. Maybe that's not the point, but, you know. Maybe I'll touch on it during the review, because I probably should. Depends on how much I got to say. Strange we're now signing former Sounders. What other Sounders should TFC be looking at? Paul Rothrock, who used to be on our TFC2 side, but we somehow let him go for some stupid reason. Paul Rothrock is a very good player. We let him go for a dumb reason, or we just let him go for no reason. But then again, that's what we do with the good players we have that have potential when they're young. We let them go. We keep the crap ones. Especially the ones we did draft him, actually. We did draft him. But Paul Rothrock, Atencio ain't leaving the Sounders. We could swing some for Paul Rothrock, probably. Again, I don't know. He definitely plays for the MLS team, and he looks good, which I'm not surprised. I'm going to say semifinals. Semifinals. I think they'll win the bronze medal, too, over to USA. I think the Canadian women's team will go semifinals, win the bronze medal. I sort of agree. I am not. Lord. Okay, Alex. Okay. Really? Jared Marufo is the referee tonight. Alex being Alex, isn't he? Game's about to start. Bro, I'm not sketch. What are you talking about? Maradona could be an FC 25. Eltree doesn't even hide the corruption. They picked a coach that can't even return to Europe for a game. Is a failure with most of the teams he's managed. That's true. Game's about to start. And we're off. 0-0. 0-0. And we're off. Toronto versus Miami. Etienne Jr. going forward. One minute in. 0-0. Alex is trolling, okay? Or as he named himself for a month, Roberto Alvarado, he's trolling. Buddy is trolling. I don't know why. Alex is Roberto. Same guy. Changed his name 3 times in one stream, and now he's stuck with it for a month. You weren't here for that one. Because he loves to troll. Because he loves to troll. Insignia. I have no idea because not Miami, I'll tell you that much. And not Toronto either, I'll tell you that much. Well, the game already started. You can't do that. 54%. Is Long starting? Yes, he is. And Flores. Why are we hating on Davey Flores, man? I am. I can be a little bit of an asshole, but I'm nice 95% of the time. Sometimes I banter. Sometimes the streams get a bit wild, but 99 or 95% of the time I'm nice. Sometimes people take the trolling way too far, but you know. Orlando versus Nashville, first half draw. No. Well, it depends. Is BJ Callahan coaching the Nashville game? If he's not, he's Roberto for a month. Pepita. Did you not hear that? 4th minute. Atlanta 1, NYCFC 0. Is Daniel doing okay? 4th minute. Playing forward, that's going to go back to Drake Calendar for a month. So actually 3 more weeks. I'll count down for you. I'll tell you when you can change it back. I don't know who the Stolas one is then if he only did it twice. Oh. I guess he's also not the duplicate account either. I don't know who did that. Richie Larea defending. I think Toronto versus Miami is good for both teams to score because he should be. He should be. He can't. He doesn't fit the system. He should be blamed. Tony Louishe's better. Wait, you changed to that? Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Got arrested. I'm not surprised he got arrested. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night. Never mind, I was behind again. Who's the most annoying MLS fans? I don't know. Most annoying MLS fans? I don't know. I'd say Miami, but that would probably be bad for me, considering that's who we're watching right now. Probably TFC. I'm not going to shoot at my own fans. I'm not going to shoot at my own team's fans. Well, yeah, I'm guilty of being annoying sometimes. That's something I'm guilty of. I'm definitely guilty of being annoying sometimes. Yeah, I'll say I'm guilty of that. I'll throw my hand up and say I'm guilty of that. CF Montreal. Yeah, I would agree with that. The Messi bandwagoners, to a certain extent. Sounders. 6 minutes, 0-0. I keep forgetting to fast forward the stream. How do you do that? Yeah, Seattle. Miami's real fans are okay, but the Messi bandwagoners, some of them, I'll admit it, some of them are a bit annoying. Even though that's how some of my audience is built, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Thoughts on Henry Wingo signing? I think it's a good move. He's a good backup, good player. I think he's better than Petretta at the very least. Probably need to get somebody better as a number one option, but for now, I think we can run with him being the starter. Should bring Alro back, but whatever. But 7 minutes in, 0-0. I don't know. Ninth minute, that's out for a goal kick. But hey, it's a good move. Malu is being shopped to a team right now in Egypt. I'm not surprised. I feel like he got wasted. I feel like John Herman didn't like him, though, that much. I feel like he got wasted to a certain extent. America. Zambian Mabaka? I think Mabaka's plays for the Zambian team. Yeah, Mabaka. I was like, yeah, Mabaka. I can't really do it. I can't really do it, to be honest. Messi's injured. I'm doing fine. I had the spinning beach ball in my brain. I'm doing fine, though. Yeah, I would agree. He's pissed, but I don't feel sorry for Garber. I feel sorry for Messi. I don't feel sorry for Garber. Garber can eat it. I think for Miami as a team, Leagues Cup isn't a big deal for them this year. Well, it ain't no more. Wouldn't have been if he went to the Olympics either, but then he chose not to go to the Olympics. I think Toronto will get the win. I mean, we did 5-0, y'all. You know, y'all ain't much better right now. We ain't either, but we're starting to build back up. Y'all aren't much better. I think we'll still win. I think we'll win. Or we'll lose BS-wise, but, you know, we'll find out. Adrisi got a red card against Leon. Sadly enough, there's a couple of games played before Toronto plays Pachuca, and, well, those red cards probably wouldn't carry over to Leagues Cup anyway. So that's you don't kick somebody. I don't know. I don't think you should kick somebody because they put their butt on your face. Especially if it's in shorts. He could have just taken it in stride. The fact that he didn't, you know. The fact that he didn't. Okay, that's a bit worse. That's a bit worse. Etienne Jr. crosses in. Miami will clear. But Insigne has the ball. One more day and I'm on vacation. Nice. Where to? That sucks. Playing forward, Miami, New Orleans, nice. Nolans, Cancun, 24th, 25th, nice. Hopefully there's no hurricanes. Seems like it's going to be a quiet rest of the month, though, in the Atlantic, so you should be fine from what I can tell, from what I've seen. That can change, though. That can change. 12 minutes in, 0-0. Petretta on the ball. Quinones is playing with Nacho Fernandez and Aubameyang. There's Hurricanes. I mean, I wouldn't hope that. For you, at least. For me, if I was there, I wish there was. I want to go full Jim Cantori. For you, I don't hope that, because that would... Well, I mean, you'd probably be in a hotel ballroom, but, you know. It's just a Coke. There's nothing mixed in there. I'm just having the cup. It's just a Coke. I just have nothing. The can was a little bit... That was ice. It was ice cube. Better. It was a good day. It's been a good day. I agree. Well, I don't run into... I hope you don't either. Well, actually, in New Orleans, don't put anything in your pockets that is valuable because they pickpocket people heavily, especially tourists. So I would not keep a wallet in your pocket. I wouldn't your phone. That's touch and go, but I wouldn't keep my wallet on me. Of course, dollars, money, but I wouldn't have the wallet because you could have your ID, you could have things in there that you don't want taken. So just dollars, you might have to bite the bullet there, and your phone, you may, but be vigilant when it comes to people being pickpocketed on the French Quarter. Not that I've been there, but if my dad was watching this game, he would definitely tell you the same. We were considering going to New Orleans this year as well, but that didn't happen. That ain't happening. Let's put it like that. It ain't happening. Westcoast has already had 2 matches with Copenhagen. Really? Damn. Toronto playing forward. Lorea. Played. Yeah, there we go. I figured that was played. Really, they played already too. Either he's been there for longer and I feel like he's been there. Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy to see. It's funny. Lambert Jimmy has crashed. We'll always have the Gold Cup. Cross in. Shot! Save by Drake Callender. Insigne with a shot, but save. But yeah, that's crazy. It's funny. There was a lot of rain earlier this week as well. There's been a lot of floods recently in places that, well, I wouldn't say normally don't flood, but it's not because of the lake or the river, you know? It's weird. Weird. Well, of course, a Mexican goes there when they don't qualify for Champions League. Well, hey, at least he didn't go to Russia. At least he didn't go to Russia like Luis Chavez did. Like, seriously, that was stupid. Goal Red Bulls 1-0 Montreal. That's good for us. That's good for Toronto. Honestly, you don't blame Jimmy for leaving. Yeah, because they pretty much told him you either be the assistant coach to Aguirre or and then stay for 2030 or leave. Like, of course you leave. Like, that's just disrespectful. I'm not saying he's great, but that's disrespectful. It's like, yeah, we ratified you, but we're feeling the pressure. So 17th minute, 0-0. No, probably not. Unless there's a TFC2 player on Leamington who, I don't think that'll happen though. 18th minute, disrespectful. I wouldn't blame Jimmy for leaving. Toronto sitting 8th place with this draw so far. Atlanta right under them in 9th with 27 points. Orlando versus Nashville hasn't started yet. Weird. Who does Mexico play first, New Zealand or Canada? I think New Zealand, but I'll have to check. Playing forwards, Miami. What? Steven Eustachio from Leamington. Oh, yeah, I'd love to see Steven Eustachio side for TFC, but I keep forgetting he was born in. I keep forgetting he was actually born in Canada. I keep thinking of him like a Portuguese mercenary that has Canadian blood, not born in Canada. Not born in Canada with Portuguese blood. I keep thinking of him as a mercenary. Doesn't play like he's from Canada. Truly. Play from Canada. Now, his brother played for CPL, so that should have been the giveaway. But I keep forgetting. But I still think that's 30%. So better than 0%, but about 35%. I keep looking at him like a freaking Portuguese dual national mercenary. Dude doesn't play like he's from Canada. He plays like he's from Portugal, just has Canadian blood, so happens. You know, that's why I get him confused with a mercenary. Like, I don't know. Shot. Like Balogun. English player that they thought would be a mercenary for the USA, which I go with 1-1. I'll go with 1-1. Atlanta over NYC lead. It's going to be hard for FIFA and CONCACAF to make arrangements for Gold Cup and Club World Cup next summer because the Club World Cup will have 32 teams. Gold Cup will have 24 teams. They already announced they'll have it at the same time, but Gold Cup will be on the West Coast. Club World Cup will be on the East Coast. Yep. But that helps, like both tournaments being in different places. Tigres or America. Tigres. I have a feeling they're going to win the game. I have a feeling. I don't know why, but I do. I don't know why, but I do. Playing forward, Bernadeschi. Going forward, DeAndre Kerr making the run. Still DeAndre Kerr holds it up, then loses the ball, but gets it back. Nice run by DeAndre Kerr. Tough play. 0-0. Toronto's still on the ball. I'm good with the game so far. I'm good with the performance so far. This is better. Larea and Oso have made this team look better than they were since they were gone. Turns out Oso may not be washed up. I was wrong about that. Insigne was one of the last men back. That's a bad idea. Both teams score. Austin v. Dallas, Houston, San Jose, KC, Vancouver, Salt Lake, LAFC. I would agree with that. I agree. DeAndre Kerr. Personally, I think Tony Louishet is better than both, but DeAndre Kerr. Tapia is better for Tigres. Be like, what, 6 games for him? I mean, they were forced to last year, but now they shouldn't. But I guess by the time Tapia gets the job, he'll be out of it anyway. But isn't Nowell still going to be out a bit longer anyway, even after suspension's over, still because of his injury? So, Petretta, I think in theory, that's wide. Tapia hasn't played a single match for Tigres. I know. He should be playing. Exactly. I don't think that Venezuela gets called into the Gold Cup, and I don't think Jordan Morris will get called up for the USA because they'll have their best 11. Same with Roldan. I think you're overblowing the issue, to be honest. Corner for Bernadeschi. I think you're overblowing the issue to a certain extent. Bernadeschi. I like we're playing on the front foot. It's important this continues in the second half. I agree. Because against Miami, you have to, play on the front foot, even if they're playing their weaker players, but especially if they are playing their weaker players. Goes down, be a free kick. I'll agree with that. But yeah, Toronto's playing pretty well, all things considered. They have the ball. They have the possession. They've had chances. Who's winning? 0-0. Nobody yet. Nobody yet. Petretta's possibly injured. Maybe that'll get him a penalty as well. Maybe they'll check it for a pen, but he's up. You said it. Well, I guess they're jinxed now. Ah, crap. He's up. I feel like there should still be a check on that play, though, in the box. I feel like there still should be a check. Thoughts on Gareth Southgate leaving England? I mean, he should have left long ago. Like, this is about they finally made the right move. What other Italian players could come to TFC? I think we're pretty much, I don't know. I think I do not want a Mobley, but he's going to Turkey anyway. I do not want a Mobley. Other than that, there's not really anybody I can think of. A Mobley is the only one that we could have went for. And that's a bad giveaway. Picked up Redondo. Ooh. I don't think the Italians are really able to adapt to MLS too well. I think Bernardeschi adapted. He just played like shit last year because he wanted Bob gone. By the time they finally got what they wanted, the season was over anyway. Bernardeschi runs. Oh, he's got room. Bernardeschi keeps running. Federico Bernardeschi. DeAndre Kerr goes wide. No. Ay. Wide. Just wide. Oh, by the way, speaking of that Norwegian club, that's the one Jaden Nelson went to, Rosenborg. He wasn't playing in the preseason squad though, either game. So I don't know what's going on there. I didn't think did Jaden Nelson get hurt? I didn't hear anything about it. But yeah, Jaden Nelson didn't even play in the Rosenborg preseason squad for either of their two matches. I just wanted to bring it up that he's there, or at least was there. Advantage played. Or before. I don't know. Former Toronto player, Jaden Nelson. Guess he ain't that good considering. Playing for Toronto, Etienne Jr. Still Etienne Jr. So far, good first half. Davy Flores. Davy Flores. Okay. 28th minute. 9 matches played in Norway. Damn. That could have been better. When do you think he's coming back to MLS? Insigne. No foul. 28th minute, 0-0. Played in June. Started, played 45 minutes. Well, he did score a goal. One goal, 2 assists, 9 starts. There are 9 games played, 3 starts, 344 minutes. He's not hurt because he's playing in June. 29th minute. Tomorrow. I'm going to see Twisters tomorrow, so 29th minute. Why does Toronto never make signings? Because I don't know, honestly. They're up against the cap right now. Foul, free kick for Toronto. 30th minute. They're honestly up against the cap right now. You might be in the doghouse. I mean, could make sense. Heard Matthew Choinière is looking to leave Montreal. Does it make sense to be brought to TFC? I think it makes sense. If they could do it, I think it makes sense. Yeah. 30th minute. Could play the wing, could play midfield, could play wing back. I mean, he could do it all. Yeah, I mean, makes sense for me. '30th minute, Etienne Jr. I think it makes sense if they tried to swing a deal for him. Osorio, nice press, but not enough. Played it right back. Played it right back to Miami. That sucks. 31st minute. Miami on the ball. That'd be two players who previously played with our rivals. Oh, yeah. Right. Wingo, Sounder. Forgot about that. CONMEBOL sold more tickets than seats for the Miami final report. Yeah, that makes sense. Philadelphia 1-0 New England. Yeah, that totally makes sense. They sold more tickets than seats. So this is on CONMEBOL. Huh, interesting. Turns out it is all on CONMEBOL. And they're already pointing the finger at U.S. Soccer and CONCACAF, if you read the statement, which is just asinine, but okay. Water break, which is just asinine, but fallout shelter. Bubbleheads permanently increase their skills and stats. 1-0 Columbus Cucho. Bubbleheads have permanently increased their skills and stats. What if we're going to bring a proven striker? Probably not, but Tony Louis might be a good move. Now, if you look at what Minnesota wants to do, they want to bring in a striker. And honestly, Tony Louis is better than the guy they're trying to bring in. And he's honestly better than Timu Pukki. The goals will come. So Toronto should swing a deal for him. Toronto should swing a deal for Tony Louis, in my opinion. Columbus are back, I guess, after having an awful June. It was really one bad day, but hey, there you go. It was one bad day. One bad day. One bad day. Looks like Miami will make a sub. Taking out Kritsov. Because Kritsov went down hurt. Ukrainian's getting subbed out. Kritsov. Would you approve Marcelo Flores to TFC? Yeah, I would. I would. Maybe he's still got a chance to be switched to Canada. Maybe you make that work too. But Noah Allen's on for Kritsov. Okay, all right. They put on Noah Allen for Kritsov. We might just have the ticket. Okay, let's go. We might just have the ticket. We might just win this game. I find it funny TFC's waiting for the U.S. opening of the transfer market, even though we could have started making signings on the 12th. Somebody would have complained if they did one earlier. You know what would have happened. Some MLS team would have complained if they did one earlier, and you know that would have happened. So don't even try. Still 0-0 between Miami and Toronto. Noah Allen just came on for Sergei Kritsov. That's good news for Toronto, because Noah Allen's honestly one of the worst players in this league. 36 minute. Run at him. Run at him. I don't care. Run at him. Run at him. Make him make a mistake. Run at him. Run at Noah Allen. Run at him. Run. Run it down his side of the pitch. Run it down his throat. That's what I'm saying. By the way, I watched the highlights of Cruz Azul versus Portmore United. That goal was some for Portmore United against Cruz Azul at the National Stadium. Cook them all game. Go cook them. Cook them. Long. Good clearance. Oh, foul. Free kick for Toronto. Cook them all game. Go and cook them. Yeah. Let's see. Toronto on the ball. Bad giveaway, but that's going to go out for goal kick. At least I think so. Throw in. DeWitt Bugai scored for CF Montreal, signed for CF Montreal. I thought I read that. He's going to be hurt, so we'll get his offseason. .38th minute. I say 2-1 Tigres. Just a hunch. 2-1 Tigres, just a hunch. 38th minute. 2-2 draw. I could see it. Headed away. Good. DeAndre Kerr drops back a little bit too much. That'll go out for a goal kick. Okay. All right. That's interesting. 2-2 draw. But you know what? I bet Messi's glad to be in Miami right now. I'm not saying he did anything with the chant situation, but it's probably good he's in Miami right now. Because that chant situation with the Argentinian national team and Enzo Fernandez is that's a spicy one. Let's just put it like that. Like, why even chant free kick for Toronto? Why even chant about the French? Like, there was no reason to chant about the French from the Argentinian national team. There was no reason to do that at all. There was no reason to chant about the French. Not one. Zero chance. Zero reason to chant. Like, that was just... You beat them in the freaking World Cup final. Mbappe did talk shit about the Copa, but there was no reason. It's not like he won the Euros either. Hell, he wasn't even in the final. Like, that whole final was a mess. Let's just be totally honest. That whole Copa final was a mess. The pregame was a mess. The during the match was a mess. And after the match was a mess. Well, I mean, the joke is about Argentina that Germans fled there from that era, and also Italians from fascist Italy fled there. That's the joke. I don't know if it's a joke. I mean, it is true, but it's a running thing. Let's just put it like that. It's a running thing. Can't really call it a joke, but it's a running saying. There we go. Insigne. It ain't no joke. There were German and NSDAP people who fled to Argentina after World War II, the ones that were still alive, and fascist Italians after the World War II fled to Argentina as well, which is why there's a lot of German heritage and Italian heritage in the country. It's not a joke. It's just true. People bring it up, sometimes in a joking manner, but where were we? Either this person who only watches football without opinions, or he's a blind Yosemite fan, or he wants Bakla as the head coach. Yeah. Yep, I saw that. Malagusto, Fofana, and Disasi are angry, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. In through. Shot. Goal! 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 Goal for Miami. It's 1-0. What a shot. You can't let that happen. If you're Toronto, you can't let that happen, and they did. Idiots. 1-0 Miami. Can't let that happen. Yep, I guess I did jinx Toronto. Here we go. Diego Gomez scores the goal, but all he had to do was shoot it. There you go. "43rd minute. 1-0, uno a cero, of course. It's a goal. It's a goal. Sometimes you shouldn't be helped by offside. Because of course they did. I think we actually do jinx them. When I said they were playing well, they allowed a goal, went on the back foot. You complimented them. They went on the back foot. I think we actually jinxed them. Yep. He buried it. That was an amazing goal. I don't care if it was an offside situation or not. You can't let him get in behind that much. That's just malpractice. They deserve to be scored on. I think I just saw a cockroach. Kill it. Kill it. 2-0 Atlanta over NYCFC, which that means our loss would put us still 8th place. A loss would still have us in 8th place. Okay, you know what? That's not too bad then. It's not too bad then. Davy Flores, I'm scared. It won't kill you. It's not a spider. Stomp on the fucker. Stomp on the fucker. That's my opinion. Stomp on him. Low key, that one kid that got rejected from Argentina from Miami, Got U.S. MNT Olympic team because of Messi. I agree with that. I don't know about that. I mean, the curse came into effect a bit too. Shot! Oh, what a save by Calendar. Corner for Toronto. Johnson should have stopped that. I agree, but of course he didn't. Philadelphia 2-0 over New England. What a shot. Pretty much had to do that, but not bad. If it can survive a nuke, what chance do I got? Well, it can't survive a boot stomp. Funnily enough, a cockroach can't survive a boot stomp. Five minutes of stoppage time. .46 minute. Well, I don't know. I don't exactly. We're losing 1-0. I jinxed them. Turns out I jinxed them. They let a guy get through that badly. It's like Michael Myers is a bug. Again, you stomp out a cockroach, that'll kill it. How we doing, Risklander? You can stomp out a cockroach, even though it can survive a nuke. I don't know. Stomp out a cockroach, it'll survive a nuke, but you can stomp it out. Or, worst comes to worst, I'm doing good. Worst comes to worst, take my bug zapper racket. Take my bug zapper racket. Reach through the screen. Reach through the screen. Take it. Take it. Oh, actually, take it from the handle. You don't want to take it from the... Press the button. Boom. Take it. No? Okay. Take it. I'm not doing that. I am not putting my hand on it. No, I'm not putting my hand on it. Glad to hear. .47th minute. Halftime, Philadelphia 3-0. I thought they actually were the favorite. They honestly sort of screwed themselves. They got mind gamed out of that tournament. I'm not going to lie. I should have expected it. But I thought they actually were talented and had played a better tournament. I thought Argentina basically frauded the tournament. They honestly did. In theory, I would take Diego Luna, honestly, especially after this season. But think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. Argentina frauded the tournament. They legitimately frauded that tournament. It's like if England would have won the Euros. Spain deserved to win that Euros. They did. Colombia played a better tournament. They deserved to win the Copa. They did not. Argentina frauded that tournament. They legitimately frauded that tournament. I mean, hey, all power to you. All power to you, you know. He bet Argentina, though. Sometimes, in his defense, he bet Argentina. And that's what he bet. Because sometimes you may believe your gut. Sometimes you go with your gut, even if your heart. See, that's how bets work as well. That's how bets work as well. You have to choose a side. If it's a two-person bet, you have to choose a side. I chose Colombia. So he did nothing wrong. In the rules of bets, he did nothing wrong. Argentina or Spain? Spain, for sure. Spain for sure. Right now, Spain. 50th minute. Spain for sure. I heard about Kevin Sullivan. He might debut tonight. Yeah, I think he will. I honestly think he will. I think he'll play. Halftime, it's 1-0 Miami. 1-0 miro tiempo. Diego Gomez with a banger because he got in behind and Johnson couldn't save it. Of course, 1-0. Sad half. It was a good half until they gave away a goal. Step back and gave away a goal. Trust me, I know more about betting etiquette and rules than you do. I just don't do it much because if I do, then I'll get a gambling addiction. I have a very addictive personality. There's a reason I barely drink. Because if I did, I'd be an alcoholic within 6 months, if not more, or if not less. So, but I know I have an addictive personality, so it's just protecting myself. It's protecting myself. I think that's admirable, to be honest. I don't know. Just my opinion, though. Yes, it is. It's an amazing movie. You should go watch it after this is over. What's the excuse now, since Manning isn't here? Is Herdman next to feel my wrath? I mean, Herdman is a fraud, at least as a coach. I think he'd be a good technical director. He does have an eye for talent. Look at Davey Flores, right? But, and Richie was sort of a known quality, but we'll give him that. But as a coach, he's a fraud, especially with a club. So, I mean, we've already been on him. We just have to focus it more. I wouldn't go against Jason. I have no problem with. Like, he's done what he could so far. I'm not against Jason yet. But he gave the bad contracts. He gave the Insigne contract. He gave the Bernadeschi. Well, yeah. Then, of course, he let Bob Bradley give all these shit contracts. No, I have not, actually. I have not heard about that. I have to look that up. League One Ontario, I guess. Well, it would have to be. Atlanta 2-0 NYCFC. Interesting. I guess they're replacing Electric City to a certain extent. They're one of those teams. As Electric City was around for a couple of years, then they folded, which is sad because you know what? I wanted to see Electric City succeed, but that didn't happen. Still 8th place if they lose this game, Toronto. I'm not going to complain about it. Did anyone see the new Mr. Beast video? Not me, because I don't watch him. I don't watch him, so. The games keep an eye on Galaxy Rapids, LAFC, RSL. Well, with that being said, we'll take a short break. Talk about the stats of the half, get this one going. 1-0, Miami. Of course, 1-0. No, I don't. No, I don't. But we'll be back. No, actually, no. I wanted to collect the Copa stickers. I didn't do that, but I guess if I see any, I'll try. That may be more of a post-event collection, but definitely because Canada went as deep as they did, I think I'm going to go into that. But Euro, there's no reason for me to do that. If I was going to collect them at the time, it would have been Copa anyway. But after how Italy shit up the Euros, I don't want anything to remember that, to be honest. I don't want anything to do to remember the Euros. If it was 21, now yeah, but I didn't do that either. They're way too expensive, to be honest. We'll be back. Said I'll be back. Back for the stats of the half. Mm-hmm. What the hell? This better not get worse for TFC. Oh, it will. Seattle versus St. Louis, which I feel like St. Louis could win in Seattle because Seattle right now is a terrible team. St. Louis is terrible right now, too. I don't know. Does it take medicine? Is it an old dog? That could probably be the answer to your problems right there. Here we go. I thought they could win, too. It's kind of crazy. Jamaica, USA, Ecuador, Mexico, Paraguay, England are looking for head coaches. That's what happens in the summer after bad tournaments. I can see a draw in that game. Starting 11 is as follows. Sweet from Minnesota. Nice. Awesome. With that being said, 40% possession to 60% possession. 2 shots to 5. 1 shot on goal to 2. 203 accurate passes to 324. 86% pass accuracy to 91. 11 fouls to 6. 0 corners to 2. 2 shots to 5. 1 shot on goal to 2. 235 passes to 357 passes. 86% pass accuracy to 91% pass accuracy. 1 offside to 0. 7 throws to 5. 0 yellow cards to 0. 0 red cards to 0. Toronto had a good first half until I said they were playing well. Then they went back on the back foot and got scored on, pretty much. So that's pretty much your story right now. How many games to the garbage tournament? 1 more league match on Saturday. Then we have the All-Star break Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we play. Then the Leagues Cup starts on Friday, like last year. And we don't play till the 27th of July in that match, in that tournament. So 10 days. So 10 days. And then we play our match after this first one, the 5th of August, or the 4th of August. Then the 5th, I'll have a day off, and I'll be going to Busch Stadium for Cardinals v Mets, the replay, of course. I'll vlog that though. Don't worry. Botafogo and Palmeiras, both of them will destroy every single MLS club for sure. We all know they're losing. Miami to kick off. Both New York and Columbus games are in a weather delay. Oh, yeah, thunderstorms today. Yep, severe thunderstorms in the eastern seaboard today. Yep. I saw that. Yeah, they were under the convective outlook. I saw. All right. $45th minute. Don't send Davis to do a man's job. He's unbelievably arrogant, and Davis needs to go. You mean David? Davies? We're not watching Canada right now, though, so fair enough. But Davies. Cool. About a month of watching no football watching works for me. Watch other sports at the Olympics. I'll watch swimming and football. I do love swimming, though, so we'll. And gymnastics. I think they're 2 different people. I think Jimmy's a person and Daxton's a person. I think they're 2 different people. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. But I think they're 2 different people. I think you're wrong. I know you chose this to be your trolling day, but I think you're wrong. 46 minute. I think you're wrong. When you're driving home in your Datsun 280ZX, well, I know where you live, biatch. Alfonso. When you're driving home in your Datsun 280ZX, just know one thing. Nobody's going to get that David Letterman reference, aren't they? No. And the only reason that's a popular, I wouldn't say popular reference, but a reference that's known is because of the DTV transition. Yeah, I only know that reference because that's a reference nobody else will get. I watch old DTV transition compilations. Of course I know that reference. He just isn't here today. Holy sh! You may be right. I hope he's vacationing in frickin' St. Bart's. Oh no, that's too good for him. Hey, you know what? As long as he's not messing with his football club, he can do what he wants. Hope he's vacationing in St. Bart's, getting a horrible sunburn. Getting a horrible sunburn. I had to throw that one in there. I hope you peel like an onion. I hope you peel like an onion. I hope you peel like an onion. I know how it feels because I burn like an MF or two, but I hope you peel like an onion. Corner for Miami. Of course they are, because that's what Toronto does. This isn't different. They really pissed this one away, didn't they? They had a chance. They pissed it away because, of course, they did. Man, this team. I hate when they do shit like this. I hate when they do this. Interesting. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see. Playing forward is Toronto. Finn Sermon signing. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. The Olympics with New Zealand team. We're going for a DPCM. Okay. I know I've never had time to join your TFC live streams, but this season they're doing slightly better. Have they been wasteful a lot? They've been wasteful a good bit. They also pissed themselves enough. I think they've been slightly better, especially when our best players are playing. But when we have no depth, we have zero depth against any team worth a damn. So there's your answer there. There's your answer there. Without any against a team who ain't worth a damn, no, they have nothing. 50th minute. We do Leagues Cup watch-alongs? Of course I will. I'll be on every day of Leagues Cup. Well, I'll be on every day of Leagues Cup, but I've chose, I think, some match days in the group stage. I've chose to do Central American Cup instead because there's nothing that really appetizes me, you know? So Olympic football, I'll do some Olympic football. I won't do everything, but I'll do some. But we'll have some Olympics football. I'm not surprised, but Messi's not even playing. But there will be some Central American Cup talked about during Leagues Cup group stage. because there are some games on some days that I'm just not. There's some match days where there's nothing appetizing in my book. You know, there's nothing appetizing in my book on some of those Leagues Cup match days. Messi won't be in Leagues Cup. I know. "3-1 New England scored." Well, there you go. I can't believe they're playing well now. This is what Toronto could have been. I think most of the knockout stage I'll do. Of course, I have that off day on the 5th of August during Leagues Cup group stage. I have the off day on the 5th of August. Day after Toronto versus Pachuca. Well, I'll still be vlogging the Mets-Cardinal game. Oh, goal! Goal! What a header by Federico Redondo, and it's 2-0 off the free kick. Okay, there it is. Oh, Lord. Federico Redondo with a header off the free kick. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Man, I hope we can still beat Montreal. I have my doubts about Tom Bogert's claim. We're going for 2 defenders, 1 mid, no striker. Never say they're playing well again. Never. Well, it's hard to call a game if I can't do that. Okay, Big Mouth has to go. 53rd minute. I don't disagree. 2-0. TFC needs a striker. Give me Tani Oluwaseyi. Or Tani Oluwaseyi, actually. Yeah. I think he's a good bargain bin option. Trade Owusu, Tani Oluwaseyi, the starter, DeAndre Kerr, the backup. If it doesn't work out, we get somebody better at the end during the offseason. I think it will work out, though. I think the goals are coming for Oluwaseyi. All the defense. Both center backs being way too high up. And then, of course, Redondo just got in there with a header. Oh, are they going to bring on Longstaff? Okay, I want to smash my head into a wall. This sucks. This legitimately sucks. I want to smash my head into a wall. If Pachuca uses their best players for Leagues Cup, they're definitely going to win. I would agree with that. They're definitely a favorite. Columbus, Pachuca, America, LAFC, I think are the real favorites in my book. And for the second goal, Redondo had a good header. They didn't cover him well enough. To be totally honest, I think that's offside. They weren't marking him well enough. So, great header, though. Great header. LAFC. I still think they're a pretty good team. And they'll have Girault during Leagues Cup. So, I think just watch. Just watch. Just watch. Just watch. 3 DPs in the midfield. We can't score. Because, of course, cross in. Oh, and Etienne Jr. knocks it out for a corner. That's just great. Okay. 56th minute. That's just great. Okay. Why are we doing this? Like, why are we doing this? Straight up, why are we doing this? Rafa Benitez interest in the U.S. opening. Oh, well, there you go. That's actually not too bad, getting Rafa Benitez if the U.S. did that. Can't wait to see them get grouped. I think LAFC are going to be better. I mean, again, let's look at their Leagues Cup group since we want to go there. Leagues Cup, Leagues Cup, Leagues Cup. Standings. See, LAFC's group is Tijuana and Vancouver. You really, no, Xolos is actually good this year. Okay, I still think LAFC has more talent, but Juan Carlos Osorio might actually out-tactic Cherundolo. But here's the thing. As long as... Talking about him? Yeah, that's Diet Pepsi. Then Diet Coke. Zardes scores 1-1 Austin. Like, yeah, I could see Cherundolo getting out-tacticked by Juan Carlos Osorio. Vancouver sucks. LAFC is better than Vancouver. They at least get 3 points, which means they'll get out of the group. Because it's 2 games. They'll get out of the group second place. Or maybe it's a penalty shootout, and we'll see what happens there against Xolos. But they'll beat Vancouver. They'll beat Vancouver. I have a hunch. Very big. But this one's regular. Well, the good news for TFC is there's like 10 contracts coming off the books, and they're all bad contracts. I don't think they'll have to blow it up. I think they can reload from there. And this will be 3-0 Miami. They got smacked 6-1. Now they're beating us 3-0. Federico Redondo with his second. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Federico Redondo. Yeah, Philly, I guess, just really sucks ass. I'm tired. You know what's funny? What's funny? Watching me be a glutton for punishment? Is that what's funny? You was just going to troll me saying goal, and then they scored. For the first time, you'd be right. 59th minute. 3-0. Desa settled. Redondo's having a field day. Redondo owns you. We let a freaking 21-year-old defensive mid own us. This sucks. It's the Heat, nothing like Miami Heat. Oh, you don't know shit about Mississippi Heat. Miami Heat, lol. You don't know nothing about Mississippi Heat. But none of these guys are from Mississippi, so that's the bad news. Toronto's ass. I agree. We are ass. Hot ass. Pitbull was right about that. Mississippi Heat is worse. You ain't been to the Delta in August wearing a damn suit outdoors on the levee. You ain't done that. I was lucky I didn't get swamp ass. I mean, it's hot anyway. It's like freaking 94 degrees. Feels like 102 down there. What I do know. Well, they may play us again in the freezing cold later in the year, so who knows? And Suarez is coming on for Campana. That was Blitzo. Blitzo called Toronto ass. Exactly. If you know, you know. Especially in August and late July. Suarez is coming in for Campana, and I think he'll probably get a goal because, of course, he will. '61st minute, 3-0. Ooh, Suarez, the one who ruined Canada's hopes. Yeah, you didn't have to remind me. He shouldn't have. He's right. Redondo gets a yellow card. Oregon County, California at the highest gets 77, but every day it's like mid-60s. Oh. Good for y'all. Good for y'all. 62nd minute. 3-0. Playing forward. Nope. Orange County. Either way. Same thing. I get what you meant. Yeah, Oregon, Orange. Yeah, I get it. But either way. I figured. How long till we can get rid of Insigne and Bernadeschi? I think they're both on contract till mid-2026. So, if we can't sell... I don't want to sell Bernadeschi, okay? I don't think Bernadeschi deserves to be sold, but Insigne needs to be sold. Bernadeschi at least tries. He has to appear, but he tries to a certain extent. Miami could beat Puebla. I think so. So at least keep them then. If you're going to do that, at least keep one of them. And then go from there. So you're basically just saying, do what the Blue Jays need to do and blow it up again. I don't think we have to blow it up and then build from there. I think we can, with all the contracts that are expiring and all that, I think we can rebuild or reload on the fly. Personally. But that's just my opinion. I think we can reload on the fly if we made the right moves. But it's not. Sad thing, it's not my call. But I think we can rebuild on the fly. But then again, why pay for nothing? We're getting nothing. Fair enough, but I see things that this team could rebuild on the fly and not have to go rock bottom again, in my opinion. But I know exactly who should be those signings. The question is will we get those guys? But a guy like Louis Shea, trade in for him, bargain bin contract, who could play like a DP striker if the goals come. A guy like Rafael Montanunez, maybe you could get him on TAM if you wanted to. That Dominican Republic player could play the 10, could play the wing. Get a guy like Josh Navarro from Alajuelense. There's moves to be made. There are players to get. Philly's actual, yep. Philly's worse than us. Probably around the same time Insigne and Bernadeschi does. It's a multi-year deal. I know that much. By multi-year, I mean 3 or 4. So that's what I know. Score 3-0 Miami. Where's Spicer? Injured. Oh, by the way, when Spicer gets healthy, we need to play him, by the way. We have tried to rebuild on the fly. Nothing's working. Does this look better today than the beginning of the season? We need to improve every game, day, not stay stagnant or declining. I agree. I agree to an extent of we don't look better than we did back in February. We honestly look worse. I do believe that John Herdman, it is down to John Herdman in the sense of his message is running thin, and this team feels PTSD from last year after this big old skid. But the sad part is they can't take positive momentum and build on that. Probably because the message is run thin. Herdman doesn't have the tactics. He still has a very weak bench. I'll say that. And the players are very weak mentally. I do think there's a team that need to have better tactics, multiple plans. Be tough on the ball, be tough running after the ball, to press, get the ball forward. They need to be tougher. This team needs to be tougher mentally and physically and play more of a attacking open, I wouldn't say attacking open, but more of a heavy pressing, heavy possession style is my opinion. But they need to be tough once they have those opportunities. Now, the question is, I don't think Herdman has those tactics. I think he is just what he is. He'd be a good technical director. I do think he has an eye for talent. But as a manager, I don't think he's a good club manager, but that's just my opinion. Damn. Bring on Montreal. I hope we win. It'll be our final game of the season against Miami. That'll be match 34. I don't know if he's DP level for us. Oh, we're going to make a quadruple sub. Oh, my God. The game's over. What are we doing? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Only great teams can play three in the back. You have to have two center backs. I agree with that. Bernadeschi shot, save, corner. 1-0 Chicago over Cincinnati. Damn. I'm not against it. Since he bottled it. Yep. I would agree with that. Somebody can actually swing a sword and make them show some fight. I wouldn't say fear, but show some fight. Maybe a certain pirate, but we'll leave that alone. Interesting. No, I don't think so. I just think Toronto sucks and Cincinnati are choking. Bakrar scored. Interesting. Bernadeschi's off for Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Wait, what? He's taking the corner, though. I wish they didn't fire Vanny. Letting Vanny run was stupid. Letting Vanny walk was stupid. I was stupid for wanting that to happen. Wanting him gone. The grass has never been greener on the other side. Even that little purple patch with Herdman, we got fooled. Javier Perez, or I wish they didn't fire Javier Perez. Let's just put it like that. I wish they didn't fire Javier Perez. If we had to go past Vanny, and he basically chose to leave and not re-sign and all that, I have to say, I wish we didn't fire Javier Perez. We should have never done that. That's just my opinion, though. Petretto for Shane O'Neill rant. I don't even want to rant personally. I don't even want to rant right now. LA Galaxy, personally, I don't even want to rant right now. I'm legitimately, I'm about to be sapped. I'm legitimately, I said rant. I don't think you're going to get one. Like, I'm about to. This is just sad. This is just sad, frankly. I might just go over more solutions than actually ranting. Saved. They have more in the tank. I personally believe TFC are running on fumes. We've been running on fumes since a freaking year ago. They poured in the gas can into their car, and now they're running on fumes of the gas can. Would you rant to save your biggest enemy's life? No. Why would I save my biggest enemy's life? Now, the person I love the most, yeah, I'd rant to save their life, of course. But enemy? You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Now, the person I love the most, yeah, I'd rant to save their life if I had to. But why would you say enemy? Why would you say enemy? Jeez. It's depressing for Toronto. Empty hopes. Shane O'Neill. I was just saying, your question didn't make any sense. I was saying your question didn't make any sense. That's all I was saying. I like Rory. What? He's not an enemy. Yeah, that also works. Rory's my friend. One of my best friends, to be honest. It would be too easy otherwise. Too easy otherwise? What? What? You think it's an easy answer for me to say? We know what you were doing. Thoughts on soccer fans laughing at Chris Jericho for wanting to make pro wrestling an Olympic sport. Jericho's trolling. They got worked, in my opinion. They got worked. Yeah, lol. Like, they got worked. But you're streaming SummerSlam? Please do. No, because I think they're playing it on a Saturday, and Toronto plays on a Saturday. So, hey, if it's an off day during Leagues Cup, maybe I will. Maybe. If it ends up being an off day during Leagues Cup, I will. Somehow. I think last year that's how it ended up, though. So maybe I will. Maybe I will. I think Alexia's an amazing footballer. I think Alexia is an amazing footballer. I gotta say, I do respect using the pronunciation guides. Like, slow to the draw for TFC. If nothing gets accomplished tomorrow, I expect nothing to be done in the window. Because of course they're always slow to the draw. They be killed high noon saloon. Dude, they're slow to the draw. If they were in a duel, they'd be killed high noon saloon. Straight through the eyes. Like, it would go straight through, in between their eyes. Okay? If they were in a duel, it would go straight between their eyes before they even had a chance to pull out the gun. They are slow to the draw. in between the eyes. Oluwaseyi scored for Minnesota. Let's go. Told you the goals would come. I told you. I told you. Trade for him before Minnesota, before he starts scoring more goals for Minnesota. Make them do something stupid. Come on. They want a different striker. Make them do something stupid. Trade for Oluwaseyi. The goals will come. Do it! Guess what? I'm right. Huh, interesting. I'm right. Told you the goals will come for him. 77th minute. Told you the goals would come for him. It's like whenever I say somebody would be good for Toronto, it seems like I'm right, whether they go there or not. Like, I don't know, Davy Flores. I said he'd be good for Toronto for 4 damn years. He finally went there, and turns out I was right. Kervin Arriaga was good in MLS, would have been good for Toronto if they would have signed him. I said that 4 years ago. Turns out I was right. During the Euros, TFC could have got Segura on loan. That would have been a good move, but hell, maybe they could have kept him for longer, for the rest of the season, too. That would have been a good move, but of course they wouldn't because, you know, they're not smart. Portions of the team are not smart. Oh, Promise David scored for RUSG against Sporting Clube de Portugal in a friendly, 88th minute. Nice. You think Nuggets get Westbrook before the season starts? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. TFC can't scout. I agree. They never have been able to. They never have been able to. '79th minute, it's 3-1. Toronto scores a goal. Derek Etienne Jr. makes it 3-1 with 10 minutes to go. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. Let's see the goal. Derek Etienne Jr. 3-1. Let's see. Marshall Ruddy plays it on to Prince Owuzu. Marshall Ruddy, Prince Owuzu. Derek Etienne Jr. slots it home. Good move. Yeah, they're still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. '80th minute. Nobody got the Pearl Jam reference, didn't they? Well, there you go. Well, that sucks because you play in the West. Live with it. 80th minute. It's called time zones. Live with it. It's called time zones. Live with it. 80th minute. 3-1. I don't know if anybody got the Pearl Jam reference, but I don't care. Worst MLS team to win the title. Any other league you'd like to mention? Well, you have it. I wasn't planning on taking it away. There wasn't a time period stated during the bet, so I wasn't planning on taking it away. Now, if you wanted to state a time, that was on you to state a time period. No, I've not. Because I don't know if it's on PS4, one. Second of all, I don't have it yet. I know that's sad. 81st minute. 2-0 Orlando City. Played on PS4. You don't have a PS5 yet? No, I don't. I don't. I'm sure the PS4 version. See, I don't even know if they did that because I don't think they ever even put out a NCAA football for PS4 before it ended. So they wouldn't have the. Maybe they run it on the same engine Madden does on PS4. Maybe. I don't know. 82nd minute. If I answer, I'm going to say something stupid. I don't want to do that again. Let's see what happens on Saturday before I say something stupid. No. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I think they're keeping talent in-house. 83rd minute. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. Play Mississippi State versus Ole Miss. Cross in. Etienne. Or not. Marshall Ruddy. Etienne got the goal. Marshall Ruddy with a cross there. But nothing there. Still 3-1. 83rd minute. Three minutes. Nashville continues to struggle on set pieces. That sounds about right. Oh. BJ Callahan's going to start coaching at Leagues Cup, I think. What CONCACAF team that doesn't win often, Caribbean-like team that's most fun to watch? Robin Hood. Well, I mean, they won the Caribbean Cup, but you know what? Oh. 3-1, 84th minute. Goal kick. Again, the new NCAA 25 game. Some point soon. But yeah, the 7-year-old Make-A-Wish kid scoring the goal for Minnesota before the game. That was nice. And Tanya Louis-Shea was right there with Michael Boxall. I love it. Beautiful. Good for the kid that he got to live out that dream. Good for the kid that he got to live out that dream of scoring a goal on at least a professional pitch. Miami's just better than all your teams. I know. 86th minute. Nutmeg the keeper. Oh. Well, and Alex Bono would do that in a real game. That sounds about right. Kevin Sullivan's on the field for the first game for breaking Freddie Adu's record. Yeah, you know what? That sounds about right. Alex Bono getting nutmegs, that he would do that in a real game, so that's actually fitting. That's actually fitting. Saludos. That actually is fitting. Getting nutmegged by somebody. Ah, there it is. Looked like DC's usual defending. Looked like Alex Bono's usual goalkeeping. Looked like his usual goalkeeping. Gomes clears it. Go Toronto. They suck, but they're losing 3-1, but they suck. 87th minute. Well done, Minnesota. Well done, Tanya Louishe. Well done, Boxall. And well done, Alex. Hey, you know what? It's realistic, though. We got nutmeg. That's like what he would do in real life. It's like what he would do in real life. '87th minute. Is Messi playing? No, because did you see his ankle? Did you see his ankle? He's out for a month and a half. Did you see his ankle? It was the size of a freaking baseball. What? You didn't see his ankle, did you? 88th minute. Rapids winning it all, calling it now. If they do that, I would be shocked. He's out for a month and a half at the very least. Is Suarez in yet? But he hasn't scored on us yet. That's the good news. Still losing 3-1, though. No Messi for several weeks. 88th minute. Still Miami. Are they really just going to let him run all around the box? Over the bar. I think Pochettino will be good at USMNT coach, yes. I think he would be good. Tosh Magno scored for NYCFC. Suarez washed up, but he scored on Canada. Well, hey, he'll probably get a similar situation if he plays against Toronto, you know. They'll probably let him in through completely. Did Senior and Bernadeschi get benched? I think they both got taken off, yes. Yes, they both got benched. Mm-hmm. They're both off. I guess fittingly so. Fittingly slow. So, happy for you. Y'all came back. I'm happy for you. 88th, 89th minute. I'm happy for you. Woo. NYCFC turned it around. 1 minute to go plus stoppage time. Longstaff, do you have a game after this? No, we'll just do the review, and then I'm off tomorrow as well. I'll be watching Twisters. Maybe I'll make a Twisters review. No, that would be... Yeah, I'd probably give spoilers. I can't do that. I can't really vlog it either. I mean, it's not really worth it. But I'll be seeing Twisters tomorrow. So there you go. Tosh Magno's crying tears. I'm happy for him. He needed to get a goal, and he got it. 90th minute, 3-1, Miami. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the kid. Or the guy, either way. 90th minute. Oh, just clear the ball. 7 minutes, really? Do we have to do this? League's Cup better than Euros. I think the tournament will end up being better, yeah. I agree. Why do we have to do this? 7 minutes, really? Why do we have to do this? 7 minutes of stoppage time. We need a better manager with more tactics. I think I agree with that. If a manager had more tactics, but with Herdman, yeah, I think we're a while for being competitive. I do agree. The man has to be truly carried, I think. And also have a group of players that actually listen to his, as a manager, listen to his words. He just doesn't fit, I think, as a manager at a club team. I think it gets tiring. You hear the same thing daily for 8 months. It's just not going to work out, even if you're getting carried. It's gonna just go down and down and down and down and down. I didn't say Leagues Cup was bigger than the Euros. I said the quality of football would be better. The Euros legitimately sucked, quality-wise. Except for, like, the final. In moments. But There have been better Euro tournaments. When's your next stream? Friday. I'll be live for Louisville City versus Colorado Springs Switchbacks on Friday night. That's my next stream. Louisville City versus Colorado Springs. Cincinnati are losing their heads. Do you think MLS or Liga MX will win this year Leagues Cup? MLS. I think MLS will figure out a way to win. Like Columbus or something. Since he's a shit show. At least we're not the only ones. At least we're not the only ones. Hey, we're still in a playoff spot. Won't you look at that? We're still 8th place. It could be worse. It could be way worse. It could be way worse. Bad thunderstorm right now in NYC. Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Yeah, USL clubs. Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Yeah. Against Louisville City on Friday. I was going to do a Louisville game. Had that planned all for months ago. Matt Freese, big save. Had that planned to be done months ago. And here we are. There's going to be neutral venues for Leagues Cups. The Liga MX might have a chance. I agree with that. There's some teams on the western side of the bracket in Mexico for the Mexican teams that have their own home designated venues. 93rd minute. Saved off the line. Ooh. From New York, I guess. Matt Freese. '93rd minute, getting to the end of this game. Just ticking down, ticking down, ticking down. Greg Berhalter's gone, depending on who the USA coach is. Probably going to do a lot better on the road. I agree with that. Playing forward, 94th minute. Blocked away. You should stream the Hall of Fame game August 1st, Caleb Williams' debut. I don't know. No, I have stuff to do August 1st because Leagues Cup will be playing, I think. Header. Oh, saved over the bar. Cleared away, 95th minute. Frey header saved by Johnson. Yeah, but he made a good save there. Could have done that earlier. '96th minute. Magno leg break. Oh, no. No. Damn, that's sad. Horrible. That is horrible. Damn. That's true. I feel bad for him. That's true. I feel bad for him. 96th minute. 1 minute to go. Man, I feel sad for him if that's true. I'll have to look into that. Who else will lead the USA in the World Cup with experience? Pochettino. Cincinnati got someone sent off on the bench. That doesn't surprise me. 96:30, 30 seconds to go. Etienne Jr. to clear. 96-34. Shot wide. Barely wide. Goal kick from Johnson. I guess he did break his leg. And then he's using the return as motivation. Maybe that's what he meant. I guess I must be missing something. From Spain. Saludos. Wide. Saludos from España. Saludos desde España. 97th minute. It's full time. 3-1 Miami. Full time. 3-1 Miami. 3-1 esta noche. With that being said, Toronto FC lose 3-1, 3-1 esta noche. Horrible, horrible match. Miami was weakened and they still couldn't get anything done. Ah, okay. Scared me, Daniel. I'm beyond frustrated with TFC. I'm just tired. With that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification on subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of this match. I'm tired. I'm running. I'm out. Peace.